I'm not sure if you guys know this. I have been good friends with this streamer called Emiru for quite a while. We have a shared almost 3 years of running a podcast together. She's actually the person who was a co-host of my podcast, The Noodle Shop, which then lasted for around a year, which then we pivoted into Steak and Eggs, which lasted for about 2 years. Emmy is, unironically, she's one of the kindest, sweetest people I've ever met. Very easy to work with. A lot easier to talk to outside of a podcast than during a podcast, because then she gets nervous and just sits there and calls me a retard. It's like, I'll be real, like, yeah, I mean, if you can't tell by now, people are gonna say cope, but my old gimmick was I had to say as much dumb shit as I possibly could, obviously, because it's funny. You know, it makes it easier to people talk to when they think, oh, this guy's dumb, let me correct this. Right? It's good content. You can say cope, it's fine, I don't care. But I would intentionally say shit that was like very fucking stupid, and Emmy would always be there to call me a retard, just like great friends do. Apparently, people are now going after Emmy, which is, this is one of the reasons why Steak and Eggs now ceases to exist, due to the fact that, you know, I'm obviously a controversial figure, growing more and more controversial by the day, and thank you guys for that with all the new subscribers. It's been fucking insane. We are now a 1 million subscriber problem that the internet has to deal with. Isn't it fun? And Asmongold, as well, being one of the largest controversial figures in the streaming world, at least top 10. I think his hate's very overblown, to be completely honest. But Emmy would get in a lot of shit for merely being in relation to us, even though Emmy really hasn't done anything wrong pretty much in her entire streaming career. I think the most controversial moment that Emmy's ever done is her telling a retard to kill himself in League of Legends, which, I'll be real, if my League of Legends logs got leaked from 2012 to 2014, I'm pretty sure I would get sent to prison. And if you thought that was bad, if you were to ever leak my Xbox voice calls from high school, oh man, yeah, I would be in jail for sure. So apparently, Emmy's getting some heat right now. So let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna be very fair and see what people are talking about. Let's see what's going on.
Is enough. I am here, Sensitive Society, aka Sens, aka
Yep.
Oscar, aka Sensitive Sim Society here, reporting back. Welcome back to the slump. Before we get into it though, you guys know the same.
Okay, that is absolutely diabolical, bro. Okay, that's gonna be infamous. You know, we've already talked about the Ludwig situation ad nauseum. Let's keep going.
Numbers up, Ludwig style. Come on, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Gotta hit 600K before the end of the year. Today, as I was getting...
Yeah, I think it's absolute travesty that Sense Society doesn't have 600,000 subs. Oscar's a great guy, very good channel, very good guy, and I do really hope that you'll support this channel. Amazing dude, for real. He deserves y'all's subs. If you have a second, I would really appreciate y'all go supporting that.
Some food. I pull out my phone and I go on Twitter and I see this tweet by the one, the only, the iconic Yeet talking about Emiru. And I guess you guys don't know, Emiru is a pretty big Twitch streamer.
By the way, if you guys don't know Yeet, he's a guy who's like the new LSF of Twitter. By the way, we're gonna be having Yeet on stream in about 2 weeks' time when he starts streaming himself. We have a lot to talk about. It's gonna be awesome.
She's also known for her cosplays, but she decided to put her opinion out there. She rarely gets into drama, talking about the whole H3, Frogan, denims.
It's very dangerous whenever Emmy is allowed to speak and give her opinion, which is why I would always cut her off and never let her talk, because I was protecting her, guys. Yeah, I knew the internet would rip her apart. That's why I interrupted everything she ever fucking said. And because she's a woman and I don't respect her.
And let me check my notes. The Caseytron. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. She's just so irrelevant. I just forgot about her. This is Emiru talking about the whole situation and just putting her opinions out there. And the way Redditors and Twitter users responded to this is honestly disgusting. The fallout that this 1 minute clip had was insane. I mean, it did go pretty viral, like 4 million views.
Reacts are a little scary because I saw that some people are getting sued for reactions, but I mean, it's like a different case than what I do, I guess. So surely it's different. It's people that like maliciously react. Like they react to people they hate and they're like, watch me so that they don't get any views. Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Is she wrong? Is she speaking?
Yeah, if you are making it your entire purpose to siphon views from a video premeditatedly to further your own economic and political agenda, as well as line your pockets, and you are retarded enough to state that out loud, giving people probable cause and admitting to committing a crime, yeah, you deserve to get sued for that. You're actively trying to destroy someone else's channel maliciously, as well as admitting to that live. Yes, you deserve to get sued, absolutely.
Speaking facts? Holy
That was controversial. Well, it was the retards. And guys, do you know who's on the internet?
shit, this is like 30 Kirby's right here. Of course, she's talking about
It's much more than 30 Kirby's. I've seen that pile. It's like fucking 200, bro.
people like Frogan and company, and there's nothing wrong with this take. As a matter of fact, it is valid. People can't react. That's never been the issue. It's how you react to it. I've done react content. There's times where I want to watch a video and I'm like, well, I could either watch it by myself and cry myself to bed every single night, or I could watch it with my amigos and amigas, and I'm like, well, let's just do that instead. You know what I mean? But I think my reactions,
You haven't seen that pile? Brother, I helped Emmy move into that house for like 3 fucking days. It's insane. The amount of garbage one little person can bring into a house is nuts. The amount of useless garbage she has is out of fucking control, bro.
I'm not here to be biased, but I think my reactions are pretty solid, right? I don't think I'm stealing like 6 minutes of the video and I'm taking the fucking piss break.
Don't call them garbage. I'm sorry. They're great. I love Kirby Air Ride. I'll play the new one. My bad, guys.
And I'm taking the cum break. It's like whenever I react to someone's video, I always credit them and I always try to add more than I take. You know what I mean? She's right. And the hate and massive backlash she got, I normally don't white knight, but this time, I mean,
You're not okay. You're not white knighting because you're coming to the defense of someone who's being wronged. The only time you're white knighting is when you're coming to the defense due to the fact that you're a simp for someone. And generally, a white knight is someone who defends someone who's already in the wrong because they're attracted to them. Emmy was just fucked by the internet. Correcting misinformation and having their back, you're not a simp, man. You're all right. You're good.
to be the biggest white knight you've ever seen. I know there's people out there who are defending Hassan and company.
I will defend you. Okay, dude.
No, but this is dangerous, guys, because Ethan is rich and he's suing people. Yeah, he's suing shitty people that deserve it. It's that simple. You can't steal someone's food.
Absolutely, right? These people deserve it. But I want to hone in on that whole white knighting simp thing, because this is how the internet gets you to feel bad for correcting misinformation. Guys, how many of you guys have ever been called a dick rider because one of your favorite streamers was being slandered and you said, actually, they didn't do that at all. I've been watching their stream for 3 years. They never said that. They never did that. Okay, dick rider. This is how people get you to buy in to their augmented sense of reality by calling you a dick rider. It's the same thing as how bullies in school would get you to not tell the principal or the proper authorities by calling you a snitch. This is new age snitching. If you correct misinformation on someone you like, now you're a dick rider. How's that dick taste? Yeah, and this is how they get you to not want to do what's right. Hey guys, I'll be real. I suck all my friends' dicks. Yep, I ride all their dicks. That shit tastes delicious. I'm doing backflips on that shit. I don't care. When somebody calls you a dick rider, go, true. Anyways, here's how to tell if your LC sign is cheap.
Video and not add anything to it. What were you expecting? Did you actually think you could get away with that? Frogan and company deserved to get sued, and hopefully this teaches them a lesson. I don't know. Is that a hot take? How is that controversial?
That's not good. Just admit to crimes on stream. I've never admitted to any crime on stream because I don't commit crimes.
I don't know, guys. I think that's a pretty...
I don't know what it is about Emmy, but when she talks on stream, she loses like 90 IQ. Like, it's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't get it. When Aswin goes live and he streams and he talks, he gains like this immense aura. Because like Zach offline is like a lot more like to himself, like quiet, you know what I mean? And like a lot more like sly. But then when Asmund goes live, he like becomes like this amalgamation, you know? Like this fucking monster, you know? This, let me tell it how it is. You know, he goes big dick. He goes big dick on stream. Emmy, when she goes live, is like, I don't know, guys. I just really like Kirby. And I'm like, bro, what is happening? I think I'm pretty much the exact same guy on and off stream. Well, that's not true. If you guys have seen my IRL with my dog, I'm a little bit, okay, I'm a little bit softer.
Balanced take, a really fair take. I'm sure Twitter and Reddit took it the right way and nothing bad happened to it and everyone lived happily ever after. Well, I didn't know Emiru is a Zionist. 2,000 likes. Oh, this person doesn't agree with.
I want to remind you that all Zionist means is someone who believes that Israel can exist. But what the internet pretends Zionist means is that you're a Nazi. And what a Zionist is on the internet is someone who I disagree with. It's the most misunderstood word on the internet. A person who believes in development and protection of a Jewish nation that's now Israel. That's the whole definition. But people consider that like being a neo-Nazi.
With me blindly, so they must be a Zionist. It's like, I fucking hate these people. Like, go outside, touch some grass, interact with other human beings. This person doesn't agree with me blindly. She's agreeing with H3, the Jew. Zionist. I've also from time to time gotten comments like, you know, Ethan is paying you, or you're working for Ethan, or you sold out, you know, you love Israel, or you're a fucking Zionist. It's like, I mean, I don't really care for hate comments. If anything, they're helping the algorithm. They're getting me richer. So, you know, if people want to hate, that's great. You're more than welcome to leave your opinions. I will not delete your comments. But I do find it quite ridiculous that when you don't agree with someone blindly, they're just like, you're either a Nazi or a Zionist, which is pretty ironic and funny, but you know, it's Twitter logic for you. Holy shit, I had no idea Emiru was a bigot who hates Palestine. Did she say anything about Palestine? Do we need to watch the clip again? I mean, I do need to get this video to 8 minutes. I'm not gonna scoop that low. She never brought up Israel and Palestine. God. Okay, little bro. She was just saying like, yeah,
these people are just so dumb.
I fucking hate that these people think it's only black and white. If you like Ethan Klein or you support one of his actions, you support Israel and hate Palestine. Dude, come on. It's like at that point, it's not even worth talking to those people because no matter what you say, you're not gonna get through them. They're fucking brain dead. Like, I'm not even that familiar with Emiru, but to call her a Zionist, to call her, you know, all of these horrible things. And
once again, I would like to make this very clear. It's not an insult to call someone a Zionist. But what the internet pretends what being a Zionist is an insult. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It's just like, dude, chill out. It is not that deep. Anyone that went out of their way to throw hate at her or send her hate or death threats or whatever, you're a fucking loser. Then this tweet went extremely viral. This guy says, woman who hangs out with every rapist she meets, I think Israel's are fun.
Now, here's a fun little fact about Gorbachev. This tweet got 60,000 likes, by the way. This is Hassan's head moderator on his Twitch and his Discord. That's how brainwashed these people are. That's how comfortable people have thrown out the word rapist. This is why the internet has become so comfortable pushing out false allegations, is due to streamers like Hassan. It's disgusting, and trust me, they will be punished for that very, very, very soon. What a surprise. Yeah, the insane person who called it Emiru after she briefly mentioned Ethan Klein's lawsuit is a Twitch and Discord moderator. Yep, already knew this, already saw the facts. Are we surprised? No, not really. This is Hassan's community. There is no one more reflective of a streamer and a streamer's chat than by their head moderators. It's the truth, guys. It's the truth. If you want to deny that Hassan's own community is a massive problem, you can. However, understand that you are wrong, and these are what he wants his people to do. It's disgusting. It really, really, really is disgusting.
Once again, Palestine nor Israel were mentioned here. The only reason why this became an Israel conversation is because Ethan is from Israel, or Jewish. So this wasn't a topic about Palestine versus fucking Israel for the billionth fucking time. And that was enough for this tweet to get fucking 60,000 likes and 2 million views.
Imagine
I guess that's
that.
a new Nazi. Back in the day, if the Twitter retards didn't like you, you would be a Nazi. But then that kind of died down with Kanye going crazy and him becoming a black Nazi. So now it's like, okay, we don't like you, so you're a rapist.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. Well, whatever helps you sleep at night, bro. Whatever helps you cope. How do you jump to this conclusion? How do you go from Palestine, Israel, Jews, money, Frogan, copyright lawsuit to rapists? What? Where are these losers spawning from so we could...
And what does that even mean? this woman hangs out with rapists. Don't you think that would mean that we should be worried for her? You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's not good, because wouldn't that mean, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that like not be good? So I don't even know why 2 million people, 60,000 people liked that shit. They're calling her a rapist sympathizer. Yeah, that's just like not, I don't know how the fuck anybody gets to that conclusion. It's actually wild because now the internet is so brain dead, even I, the lord of the brain dead, am fucking stun locked. Holy shit.
Good, put an end to it. We're good. Permanently. And I'm sure some fucking guy's gonna take this and be like, oh, sensitive society threatens to kill someone. H3 Snark and Lefty Twitter have now set their sights on Emiru after she gave a brief and mild take on the Ethan lawsuits.
Yes, people reacting maliciously should be held accountable. Hey guys, this chick's a rapist!
Don't worry, Emiru. Sense is here to the rescue. Alright, just wait for me. I'll be there in a second. First, I gotta tell.
What's like above that? You know what I mean? Because like rapist is probably, what is that, top 3 worst things to be called? There's got to be something worse, right? What do you think the worst crime that you can commit is? Pedophile? You think a pedophile? Well, actually, yeah, because then pedophile implies a child rapist. Murder is the worst IMO? No, cannibalism dude, it's way worse.
Tell people to subscribe to this channel. Guys, listen to Ludwig. Now we can continue. So here we have the Reddit post, and I could smell this post from like 30 computers away. Emiru, the woman who had a podcast with Asmongold and Tectone? I'm shocked. Who cares if she had a podcast with Asmongold and Tectone? Like,
well, it's because they're augmented reality of what they believe me and Asmon are, right? That's the issue. Right, is that these people have pretended that me and Asmon are these fucking unforgivable, insurmountable fucking monsters who've committed heinous crimes, that they see me like appearing in a feature flick as like a horror monster, right? It's pathetic how weak these people are.
Like, how is that relevant at all?
When in reality, do you know what me and Asmon are? 2 guys who tell the fucking truth. Isn't that so horrifying in 2025?
Tectone and Asmongold killed someone, that they sacrificed a baby. Like, why is the hate boner for them so fucking strong on YouTube, on Twitter, on Reddit? The levels of pygmy this girl has resorted to is insane, lol. And yes, you can do that. The platform you and your friends have made millions on wouldn't exist otherwise. It's not that we don't want reactions. It's that we are sick and tired, and we is a lot of people, but the main point of that law.
So what's happening right now, Sens, is that Hassan has misconstrued the argument and attacked his own misconstrued argument. So this is what Hassan has done. I'm gonna show you this in Notepad. Malicious reacts are bad. Hassan's misrepresentation is reacts are bad and should be punished. And so now Hassan is attacking this one and pretending that this one doesn't exist, right? And as you can tell, these are 2 very different arguments. But this is what Hassan does. He takes the very reasonable argument, he changes it to something that it is not, but still very close to, and then he attacks the misrepresentation. And then his audience is too fucking stupid to fact check what it is that he's saying, and then they run with this new narrative. And that's why people are going after Emmy now. Which, by the way, I would like to say at this point, if you are still friends with Hassan, I do 1,000,000% think less of you. This guy, everything he's done that's horrific can be very proven and demonstrated very easily. He is a monstrous piece of shit. It's insane. You definitely lose a lot of aura if you are actually voluntarily being in the same space as this guy. I'm sorry, guys. So what about Nick? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, obviously, I think he's dumb as shit for still being cool with Hassan. That's just my opinion, right? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, once again, I still like Nick, but I think he's dumb as shit for liking Hassan. Let's just be real, right? Let's keep going here.
Lawsuit is to stop content theft. If you're going to react to something, go ahead. And Ethan himself said that it's okay to react to content. It's not black and white. It's just people like Frogan, Denums, and Caseytron. They just completely yoink it and they openly break the law. What do you expect? Once again, reactions are not going away anytime soon. It's not that hard to understand. Then I found this unhinged tweet and it says, Emiru is a scene girl who sometimes does a Nazi salute because it's edgy. Is there any proof of this?
I thought you said you liked talking about the podcast. Yeah, I did years ago. Let's find out when that was. A year and 4 months ago, which currently blows my fucking mind. I cannot believe Steak and Eggs is over. This was originally supposed to just be a Will Neff episode, but Hassan really wanted to come on Steak and Eggs because obviously, well, who else is on Steak and Eggs? Asmongold. And then what else did they do? They said, oh yeah, and if you let me come on your podcast, then you guys should come on our podcast right after. And we did a Fear and episode because Hassan forced himself into an Asmongold collab. Let's just be fucking real. Let's just call a spade a spade. Now, once again, did I enjoy talking to Hassan a year and 4 months ago? Absolutely I did. It's just the action that he's been taking in these past 6 months where I would love for anybody to defend everything that he's done. Hassan has become an absolute tyrannical monster to a degree that I have never seen before over the course of these past 6 months. And I think his actions are inexcusable, and the fact that he's not being held accountable by his friends or the company of which he's streaming on their platform is an absolute fucking joke.
Because if she does, yeah, I might be down bad for Emiru if she actually does a Nazi salute. I mean, that makes two of us. Oh my god. Okay, so
What you mean? Yeah, sure.
Saying, yeah, this girl's a pygmy and a Nazi. Okay. I don't know how to explain it, but neo-Nazi groypers always follow these kind of girls online, and they willingly lean into their racist shit for attention. I'm not saying she's an actual racist, guys, but she 100% excuses actual racism when it occurs so she could be a pathetic centrist and appease people who are actually fucking Nazis. I don't know who this guy...
Pathetic centrist. You're either far left or you're far wrong. Support your local terrorists today. Okay, dude.
Yes, but you need to take a chill pill.
Stop blurring these people's fucking names so I can stalk their profile and shit on them. Quit that shit, man. Come on, Sens. Uncensor those names so we can pull up their fucking logs.
Alright, you need to take a big, fat, juicy, thick chill pill. You're gonna calm your tits, you're crashing out. Was this really worth 25 Reddit upvotes? By the way, and I quote, react to people they hate. That is the point of fair use. It's called criticism, not to mention the people were reacting to hippies on them. How fucking smooth-brained.
We're not saying critical reacts. We're saying when you state your intentions that you're only doing this to siphon views from the original poster, that is a malicious react.
Just, you know what? I'm gonna steal a page from Leafy and I'm gonna tell you to drink bleach right away, alright? Go drink bleach. Shout out to Leafy. That's a tribute to Leafy, by the way. Go drink bleach. And I would say other stuff, but I have a good thing going. I don't want to get banned. So, and Asmongold actually did respond to this just a few hours ago.
Emiru is a scene girl that sometimes does a Nazi salute because it's edgy.
Bro, oh my god, that's catchy. Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck are you talking? They think Emmy is catchy. To be fair, the OTK circle does have this hyper fixation on inviting as many very thin Asian adjacent women into their group. So I understand if someone confuses extra Emily, Emiru, and Catchy. I totally get it.
It's crazy that it's crazy that people go and they say this and they make up stuff like this about people, and it's just totally not even true. Like Emiru does a Nazi salute. What are you talking about? Like that was a different person.
Yep.
Like it's actually just crazy, bro. Like,
yep.
These people, and this is the thing, is that these are the people that useful little token she is. It's unbelievable, right? It's legal to say, well, these people are just nuts.
Wait a minute. Is there a single white woman in the OTK circle?
I just want you to see that, like, anything that these people do and any negative consequences that happen to them are completely deserved.
It means she's from Thanksgiving?
Abusive.
Oh, okay.
They're bullies. They want to gang up on people and push them around. They are not good actors. They are 100% bad actors, and you should never trust anything they do or say at all, period.
You want to know why people bully Emmy so much? It's because they know they can't get to me and Asmon, so they go after Emmy. And it's like the gayest shit ever. It really, really, really is. They know they can't fuck with our mentals anymore, so they try to go after the people that we like. Just like people went after Sophia 8 months ago. They still go after her every day for just living with me, which is insane. Like, they did the same thing to Shinya. They did the same thing to Zizix. You know, like, these people will go after everybody who aren't you as a way to try to get to you. But good news is, all my friends don't give a fuck. And Sophia will be coming back to streaming very soon. It's gonna be dope. So we'll be doing gym streams together.
And so, yeah, again, like I hate these people. They're awful. And that's it. We're just going to our chat and apologize for what he does. That's just, I mean, I'm not talking about me or whatever, but like, I'm just saying in general. And they act like kindergarten kids. Yeah, they just make up bullshit.
Yep.
But I think, again, the best way to approach
what the internet does is they make up bullshit. They get as many retards to believe that bullshit, and they keep on referencing that bullshit for years to come. And that's how they operate. Because oh my God, there's like a horde of squirrels running across my street. What the fuck? Holy, it's like a zoo. Yeah. So what these people get is that they know that we're the good guys, and they hate that we're the good guys. So they make up arguments on how to paint us as the bad guys, and then they just pretend that they're true. And the worst thing is, and I don't know how many of you guys are new viewers to my channel. I don't know how many fake things you've heard about me, but I'm sure even y'all have heard something about me that's completely untrue, that is based off of nothing that even you probably think is true when it's completely not. Because there's so much misinformation put out about me that you probably think I'm a fucking Nazi.
approach this stuff is to just call it out immediately and just say how ridiculous it is. But these people eventually, I mean, they're losing a lot of public credibility and a public support.
But the best comment that I've ever gotten was they'll never be able to make me hate you, Tectone. That is one of the best comments you can leave on a streamer's chat or in a streamer's comments. Because man, in a world where the truth no longer matters, support means everything. Because man, it's dangerous out here, boys.
When they go after attacking somebody like Emiru for saying that,
completely harmless.
You know, maybe it's not a good idea to react to somebody's video and say actively that you're breaking fair use, right? Like, this is the most basic take that you can possibly have.
It's not politics, it's common sense.
And
which, by the way, common sense is offensive in 2025.
They're going to act like this is somehow, like, Nazi adjacent. These people have lost their fucking minds, and they're embarrassing.
Once again, they never lost their minds. That's a compliment. They never had minds to begin with. You can't lose what you've never had.
Themselves.
I mean, Aspen Gold was cooking, the stove and the kitchen were on fire. I agree. This was a super tame fucking take. It wasn't like she was calling out Frogan and being like, yo, we got Jabba the Hutt here. We got, you know, fucking, you know, Casey Tron, the weed addict. It's like, no, she was honestly, for the most.
By the way, both of those two things are quite literally just stating facts. Both of those are completely normal things to say because they're the truth. What, are we going to get offended and say it's out of line for someone to call me bald? Yes, Frogan is fat. Yes, Casey Tron is a drug-addicted addict. Yes, I'm bald. Does that deserve to be punished? No, it doesn't.
Are pretty polite, more than a lot of other people have.
It's not Jabba the Hutt.
Yet
it's
she's
Jabba the
getting
Hutt.
the worst of it. Leave my queen alone, okay? I am here to simp and to be a white knight for Emiru here, guys. So watch out, Redditors. I am coming for you. I'm going to your house, and I'm about to go full SS Sniper Wolf and go to your house. And
I will say though, man, Emmy's gonna be fine. Emmy has some of the most vicious defenders on the entire internet. I remember this one time I got a whole ass hate thread because we were all drunk in this thing called the Trash Talk Tournament. And while Emmy was giving her announcement, I couldn't hear her because I'm hearing impaired, as well as I talk very fucking loud. And I yell at Russell because he's fucking cheating. And I get like a 4,000 upvote hate thread because I interrupted Queen Emmy. She'll be all right, man. Her community's going to love her no matter what. They're going to defend her no matter what. She'll be all right. Be above the noise. Fuck these retards. They don't matter. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.